When you need energy for those unexpected power outages or for some recreational electrical uses, the Allpowers R600 will give you plenty of power in a nice, compact, lightweight package. Stay tuned for details. Hi, I'm Larry from Under the Median, and every month we do a product review. Today we're going to be looking at the Allpowers Power Station. This is an incredible unit. I'm really amazed at some of the features that this unit has and some of the things that it will do for its size. Allpowers sent this R600 power station and a 140 watt folding solar panel for me to take a look at and evaluate, and I'm happy to give you a review on these products today. If you need portable on-the-go power for your laptop or your phones or any device that uses batteries, this is great for charging items. It's great for running lights, and I even ran a coffee maker off of this because of the way that it uses power. I think it's a really amazing unit. Let's take a look at some of my favorite features. First of all, I like the color of this outfit. Most of these are black, and as you know, black absorbs heat from the sun. When you have this outside and you're charging this off of the solar panel, it doesn't get real hot because it's a beige color which reflects the heat of the sun. The handle on the top is really nice. This fits down into the cabinet, so you can, when you're storing it, use this top flat surface for something to put on top of. Using the Allpowers app, you can do quite a bit of controlling with this unit. It's actually Bluetooth, and with that unit you can turn on the AC. In fact, let me demonstrate this. I have it on my phone right now. So if I turn on the AC, the light behind me will go on. It takes a couple seconds for it to activate. There it goes. I can turn on the light that's sitting on the table, turning on the DC side, and I can turn on the LED light that's built into the unit also using the Bluetooth. Well, we'll shut off a couple of these lights. I'll let the AC one stay on. The AC light behind me is using about 4 watts. Now on your phone will also tell you quite a few things that the unit is doing. It'll show you the total amount of charge that's left in the battery. Right now I'm showing 96%, and it has a remaining time of 33 hours and 40 minutes as long as I have just that light turned on. What's really nice about having the phone hooked up to it is if this unit is outside in our backyard charging, I can check it inside the house without even going out and look to see how much it has left to charge or if it has completed its charge cycle. It shows both the input wattage and the output wattage. Another feature that I really like about this outfit is its size. It is very small to pack if you're going to go camping. It won't take up a lot of room in your vehicle. It is exactly 11.2 inches wide, 7.6 inches tall, and 7.5 inches deep. So it comes at a really nice size. And along with the size, it's fairly lightweight. It only weighs 13 pounds. So this unit isn't going to be hard to carry around. I think one of the best features of this item is the battery itself. Remember, the battery is really the heart of the outfit. How you're supplying power has a lot to do with how long this unit can last. This unit is powered by lithium iron phosphate batteries. Now, these are better than just lithium ion batteries for several reasons. For one, they'll take a lot more charge cycles. This one is rated to take about 3,500 charge cycles and still run at 80% of its capacity after 3,500 charges. That gives it about a life of 10 years, which I think is really good. They also can take a charge faster than lithium ion batteries, which makes this very useful. If you got a storm coming in and you need to get this charged very quickly, you can charge it at the 400 watt rate, and this will charge in about 45 minutes. The battery capacity of the Allpowers R600 is 299 watt hours. In a sense, that means that if you have something that's 299 watts, this will run it for 1 hour. So you can break that down depending on what the item that you're using is drawing in power off of it. Of course, the unit itself uses some of the power in order to run the electronics, in order to run the inverter that converts the battery from DC to AC, in order to maybe run some of the lights of the display that's on the front. It uses some power. So you can pretty much count on 85% of the 299 watt hours to be practical in-use power. 85% of 299 watts is 254 watts. So if you divide the load that you have on the item by 254 watts, that will tell you the amount of time that this unit will run that product. If you're charging a laptop computer, generally those take about 45 watts of power in order to charge the battery on those. So 45 watts divided into 254 would be about 5.6 hours of usage time. So that would give you plenty of time to charge up a computer. The AC on this unit uses pure sine wave power. That's the same kind of power that comes out of your outlet. So this is safe to use with just about anything that you have in the house, as long as it's less than 600 watts. Now that's the maximum load that you can put on this. But I think it's amazing that a battery that's rated at 299 watt hours will pull 600 watts. And I was able to power a little small coffee maker that uses a little over 400 watts. I ran that down to about 50%, running one whole pot of coffee through it, but it ran it. And I wouldn't expect too many power stations this size to run a coffee maker. I think this is just so amazing. This pot is almost full now. It's down 55%, 549 watts, and it still would do 14 minutes left. So I can actually brew 2 pots of coffee with this unit. No other unit this size would do this in my collection. If you're just powering on the DC side, the DC side isn't using the inverter. So you'll want to make sure that the AC is shut off if you're just using the DC side. That way you're going to save a little time on this from running out too soon. On the DC side, it's about 90% efficient, so it will run things a little bit longer on DC than it will on AC. There are several ways that this unit can supply power. One of the ways that I like on this is that it will charge a phone. On the top, there's a wireless charging port for that. You just set your phone on top and that will charge your phone as long as it's turned on. On the front, you have 2 AC outlets here, and these are rated at 600 watts. That would be a total of 600 watts for both of these. So just make sure you're not powering any more than that. It will surge up to 1200 watts, which is really good, but that's mostly for motor startups and things like that. It has one DC 12 volt output. This is identical to what you have in your car. We used to use these for cigarette lighters back in the day when I was first driving, but these can power all kinds of things. You can plug in small vacuum cleaners, you can plug in air compressors. There's lots of different things that will plug directly into this that you can just run off of the power station. Well, let me demonstrate that. Here's a little 12 volt emergency light. And if I plug that in and I turn that on, there it is running. You have to have the DC on in order for that to run. It also has 2 USB-C outputs. These are rated at 100 watts a piece, which is the maximum amount for those. That's a really good rating. It has 2 of the USB-A outputs, and these are rated at 18 watts a piece. So altogether, you have 8 outputs for this unit. You just want to make sure that if you're powering several units at a time, that you're not exceeding a total of 600 watts. And you can just watch the display on here and make sure that you're staying within the rating of the unit itself. There are 4 different ways that you can use for charging this unit. Of course, it comes with some cords. This is the bag that comes with it. You want to use the electrical cord that this comes with, because this is a little bit more heavy duty cord for supplying the extra power that you need if you're going to charge it on the fast mode at 400 watts. And on the side, there is a place to plug these in. Let me just take that bulb off of there. And right there on the lower side of the right side, you can see a port for this plug or an X60 plug for solar power. And that's how you charge it up with solar. It comes with the correct solar cord that you need for hooking up solar panels to this unit. It comes with the X60, and then you have these cables for hooking up to your solar panels. So this is really good. Now, if you get the solar panels from Allpowers, they come with all kinds of extra cords and cables as well. The unit also comes with some really good paperwork, and I would keep this for sure. This is the owner's manual and the warranty card that you'll want to send in order to make good on the warranty. This has a fabulous 5-year warranty. That is way more than most companies will put into their products. In regard to charging the unit, I wouldn't run this unit way down before charging it. If you run it down to, say, 40 or 50%, it will charge faster and work a little bit more efficiently that way. My favorite way to charge it is with the solar panels, because solar power is, of course, free. The LED light on the front is extremely handy, and this would be great to use in an emergency if you need some extra lighting. All you have to do is just press the button and release, and that puts out some nice lighting. Now, what's really cool about this light is I've been using it overnight just to test it, and in 2 nights of usage, using it for 8 hours, this has only run the battery down 1 percentage point. It went down from 100 to 99%. So this light does not use a lot of power. Now, if you want to use it for SOS purposes, you push and hold it, and then that will put it into SOS mode. When you press it one more time, it just shuts off. This unit can power so many different devices as long as they're rated 600 watts or less. We've used it to power up our 43-inch television and the lighting in our family room, and it will easily run for 1, maybe even 2 full evenings under that load. The TV uses anywhere from 45 to 50 watts, and the bulbs will use an extra 15 to 20 watts of power. The coffee maker that I used on the front porch actually used 548 watts of power while it was running, so it was almost maxed out doing that. Now, if you only have, of course, a 299 watt-hour battery, that's going to go pretty fast when it's drawing that kind of power. So one whole pot of coffee, as I said, went down to about 50% of the battery. Then I just put the unit back out in the sun and did some solar charging to bring it back up. Let's talk a little bit more detail about the app. There aren't very many companies that allow their power stations to use an app, but they are becoming a little bit more popular. This gives you some more options in terms of monitoring and using the power station. The app can be downloaded from the owner's manual. One of them is for an Apple phone, and the other one is for Android phones. All you have to do is download that on your phone and go through the process of installing that on your phone. In order to activate the Bluetooth function, you have to do something with this unit that I noticed that the owner's manual doesn't say. You have to turn on the Bluetooth function, and to do that, you hold the DC button down for about 3 seconds, and then you'll see the Bluetooth icon appear on the screen. Now, right now, it's not appearing on mine, so I'm going to just hold that button down for about it's about 2 seconds, and there it is. It's showing on the screen now. You can also customize the name of the unit, how it appears in the app. You can also set it so that it'll shut off the unit if there's no power consumption on it, anywhere from 2 to 6 hours. Well, what will the R600 power? As I mentioned, it will power laptops. It will charge anything that uses batteries. If you have a drone for camera usage, if you have some digital cameras, you're out on a shoot and you want to charge those up, this is fine. It'll charge small radios, like emergency radios. It will charge those. It will run those as well. It will run our our family room actually for about an evening and almost 2 evenings in a row without charging. It would run our family room. And like I said, anything under 600 watts, it will power. Another function that this unit has that so many units don't have, I've not seen this on especially a small unit, is a UPS function. Now, UPS is the way that you can supply power to something after power goes out in your house. You can still run the item and it will automatically switch over in about 10 milliseconds. Isn't that amazing? 10 milliseconds after you lose power, it will run something. The way this works is you plug the unit into your AC line output. You turn on your AC power on this, turn on that function, and then plug the item that you want to be able to run if the power goes out. Plug that in and turn it on and use it. And it will draw the power off of the line, not from the batteries. Then when power goes out, if you cut power to this unit, in just literally a flash of a less than a second, 10 milliseconds, that will supply power to that item. So if you have a computer that you need to use, or you have some lighting or something important, maybe a sump pump that you need for pumping water out, it would run that for a few hours. That would be a great function to have for UPS ability. One of the things that the owner's manual says is that the item that you have plugged into this for usage, they recommend that it uses less than 300 watts. Well, that way it will at least run it for about 40 to 50 minutes. They also recommend that you only supply one item on this plugged into it for that UPS function. You don't want to plug in a whole bank of items. Just plug in one item at a time to be used for that function. If you're looking for a compact, well-made power station, I would highly recommend the Allpowers R600. This is a great little unit. They've been selling these for quite a while now, so there is quite a few of these actually out on the market. I would highly recommend their 140 watt solar panels to go with this. You can buy those together. I think this would be a great system to be used when you have power backup needs or if you're camping and you need some electrical appliances plugged in. The Allpowers is also available in the UK and overseas, so this is available in other places besides just America. I think it's a really good system, and I'll leave a link in the description field so you can go and check it out.